Hey guys, it's Robyn. Today I've got a bit of a different video. I have got a Homeworx haul. Now Homeworx is a candle company that is based out of the US that I've never tried before until yesterday. So actually Brandy here on YouTube had mentioned that you could get it in Canada now. So I went ahead, I've been looking at it for a while, but I finally went ahead and pulled the trigger on an order. They had a really good semi-annual sale a couple weeks ago. So I placed an order during the sale and it arrived yesterday. And I immediately started warming one of the candles. I didn't have a chance to film the unboxing yesterday. I was gonna go through and do first sniffs, but I didn't have a chance yesterday. So I'll do that now. And now it's actually better because I've actually warmed one of the candles or lit it. And it's now had 2 burns. So I know how it does a little bit. So I can let you guys know a little bit about performance anyways. So like I said, I'm not normally a huge candle person. I'm very familiar with Bath & Body Works candles. I've melted many of those over the years. I haven't done as many in recent years just because I'm more into Scentsy and wax melts now, because I had a young child and she's a little bit older now, she's 5, but she's still young enough that I don't like having open flames around her. We also have a very rambunctious young cat who likes to jump up and ricochet off of surfaces, so open flames can be a bit dicey. However, I do have a couple spots that I like to burn candles once in a while, and so I decided to go ahead and try Homeworx because with Bath & Body Works ones, like, they have really beautiful scents and they're really easily available and they have great sales all the time. I have some issues with the scents I buy from Bath & Body Works and candles have tended to get very sooty, or they've tended to get kind of a burnt smell to them after a while, where then I can't use, like, half the candle is then like just it smells like burning and you can't really use it. So I've kind of gotten away from Bath & Body Works candles. I once in a while I'll buy the single wicks because those tend to burn a bit better for me. I don't get that sootiness from them. But the 3-wick ones I've struggled with for a while, so I've kind of stepped away from those. But I do like a multi-wick candle. They're very pretty. I like the glow they give. And when I saw that Homeworx has them, I thought, well, that might be fun. They look very similar to Bath & Body Works candles. Like, they look like some of the older labels of Bath & Body Works candles, and it turns out that the designer of Homeworx candles, Harry Slatkin, actually was part of the Bath & Body Works candle process for some time before he branched off on his own, so that makes sense. So in this first order, like I said, I didn't know what I was getting into, so I decided to get a little bit of everything. So I got one of the 3-wick candles. This is the Chestnuts Roasting scent. It says warm and comforting, roasted chestnuts, brown butter, nutmeg, and smoked cedar wood. And it's nice simplistic packaging. It's not completely opaque. You can kind of see through the jar a bit, which is nice. So when it's lit, you'll see the candle flames. And this is a very pretty scent. It's soft. Like, I don't see how this is going to be a boomer performer, but it's pretty. It's almost got like a caramelly type note, and I think that's probably the brown butter and the nutmeg. There is like when it says smoked cedar wood, it's not super smoky. It's a little bit warm. I think this is going to be very beautiful lit. So I think this is one of those scents that's really going to bloom when I light it. Again, we'll see. I'll let you guys know in future empties videos how it did. But I really like that scent. I'm quite happy with that one. The one behind me here is Golden Harvest. And that one I think was like clove and spices and apple. That is sitting there. I'm not going to lift it up because the wax is melted in it right now. I had that one lit all day today. So it is just going to sit there. I blew it out for this video. It doesn't live there. It doesn't live under my TV. I just put it there because I didn't want... That's the safest surface to put it when the wax is liquid. So that's not where it lives, but it's sitting there so I can show it to you. It's got like cinnamon sticks and apples on the label. I think that one might have been available last year as well, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's available on their site now, and it's a very pretty, like, when you think traditional warm woodsy spicy apple, it's that. It's very good. I would say when it's lit I get more cinnamon bark than like cinnamon spice. It's more like a cinnamon bark, like actual cinnamon stick, that type of cinnamon, as opposed to like a cinnamon candy or like baking cinnamon. It's like cinnamon bark. The apple, very like baked and balanced. I would say this is a very nicely balanced woodsy spicy apple scent. Very, very pleasant. Very like high scent appeal for me. Smells exactly like I want my house to smell. Burning wise, like I said, it's on its second burn now. The first burn, I was a bit surprised by how long it took to pool out. I had it lit for maybe 4 hours and it didn't even quite fully pool out. Like it got to be like this far from being pooled out, but it was not quite to the edge. That did fix itself on the second burn today, so it burned longer today, and I did feel the scent throw improved the second burn. I don't know how or why, but it did. I feel like we got more scent throw more quickly the second burn, and that it pooled out more nicely the second burn as well. So I'm impressed so far with that. I haven't needed to trim the wicks or anything. I don't like to babysit candle wicks. I just don't. So I like to set it and forget it. But yeah, scent appeal is very high on that one. I would purchase that again probably. This one is probably the reason I placed the order in the first place. This is sugared beignets, and this is the fragrance notes on this one are French pastry, powdered sugar, spun sugar, vanilla, and cinnamon. So this one, oh my goodness. Definitely cinnamon sugar is kind of the first thing you get. And there is like a baked donut or like a fried donut. It smells like those mini donuts you get at the carnival. It smells just like those, and it is good. Like super bakery, super sweet. Cinnamon sugar mini donuts. Love it. So if you like cinnamon sugar mini donuts from the carnival, this will be right up your alley. This is a nice one to transition, I think, from like summer to fall, because it is a super sweet bakery scent. It's a bit on the heavier side of bakery for summer. That being said, these are something that you get at like your fall fair or your fair where you live. At least in my area, this is like a fall fair food, and fall fair is in like August. So yes, this is a great August scent in my opinion. So I'm gonna hang on to that and start warming that next month. Then I grabbed this one. This was kind of a wild card for me. I don't typically go for super woodsy scents or anything like that, but I do like a good birch scent. So this is birchwood vanilla, and I thought the label was really pretty as well. It's kind of all around the outside with the birch bark. Scent notes on this one are birchwood, vanilla musk, winter jasmine, and cedarwood. So this one is a little bit of everything again. Like it's a nicely balanced, nicely mixed scent. It has a bit of sweetness from that vanilla. It's almost got a mapley tone to it to my nose. Is there anything in there that would cause mapley? I don't know. I don't see anything in the notes that should smell mapley, but maybe the mix of like some of the woods and the vanilla. There's also a bit of a sweet crispness, like a sweet birch or a sweet wood. Really nice. Kind of smells like you broke a birch branch off, and like just that kind of green wood inside is kind of sweet smelling. It's like that. So I think lit, this is going to be really nice. I think it'll smell really nice on warm. So there is birchwood vanilla. This is probably my least favorite of the 5 on cold sniff at least. I like it. I don't love it like I love the others. Next we have a hobnail jar. These jars are just gorgeous, and they're way bigger than I thought. Actually, all of these candles are much larger than I thought they were going to be. I kind of thought that this chestnuts roasting one would be kind of similar in size to the single wick Bath & Body Works candles. It's at least double, probably close to triple that size. It's probably closer in size to the Bath & Body Works 3 wicks. It's just a little bit taller and not as wide. So that's larger than I thought. And this hobnail is enormous. Like my hands, I have large hands, and it's almost as big as my hands. So it came packaged really nicely. The lid was separately packaged. And this one's pretty too. So this one is raspberry Linzer cookie, which sounds nice. I love a Linzer cookie. My grandma used to make them. They're delicious. So the fragrance notes on this one are fresh raspberry, almond cream, brown sugar, and baked cookie. And yeah, you can get a little bit of that almond cream. You do get some nice raspberry. I don't know that I get fresh raspberry. I get more like raspberry jam or some kind of like raspberry puree with very ripe raspberries. There's not a lot of tartness to this raspberry at all. It's a very sweet, ripe raspberry. Brown sugar, a little bit, yeah. And it does smell like a cookie. It is like a raspberry bakery type scent. Very nice. And this jar, like, I'm 100% keeping this jar and reusing it. I'll probably put it at my front door on my little entrance table, and like it can hold keys or coins or whatever we have in our hands when we come in the door. So that is my first Homeworx order. So that was exciting, and I've really enjoyed getting to smell those and starting to warm them. Let me know what your favorite Homeworx scents are. Are there any I really need to check out? Because I'm already plotting my second order. They have some of the pumpkin fall type scents out now. There's like a pumpkin caramel corn that looks really good. There's also a farm stand pumpkin and a toasted vanilla pumpkin that all sound good as well. This video not sponsored, by the way. They don't know I exist, so it's... And let me know too, any other candles that you like to use. Do you like Bath & Body Works better? Do you like Homeworx? Are there other brands that you use? I would like to hear. And if you've tried any of these scents that I've shown you, let me know how they did for you and what did you think, because I'm very curious about that. So yeah, would love to hear your suggestions for scents going forward below. What should I try? What should I steer clear of? I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.